What's going on, y'all? We're about to get started in a second. About to send this link out, then we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, what's going on, y'all? So London session did just start. So you already know the drill. We're going to be waiting for at least 15 or first couple 15-minute candlesticks to see what we're about to do. So first one we're looking at 0 JPY. Now looking at it on the daily time frame, we can see right here that after price hit this level, after this push up, after price hit this level, it's attempted multiple times to break it, then it started to reject. Then after it hit this 4-hour level, it retested this 4-hour level, then it rejected. And now it came back up here, retesting this level, reacted to this wall here. So we're going to see if possibly price is going to drop down again to either see a new low be made this week, or if price is going to break back up and retest this daily level. So far, though, we do see a nice rejection wick, and price is currently underneath the daily level, which is right here. So we do see that. So we're going to see what's going to happen and what price is trying to do. Let's bring that back to regular. As of now, price did break past the wall. I wanted to see it break past if it was going to continue to the downside. And just looking at the 15-minute time frame, we can see that there's a strong wall of price right here. You see price broke above it, retested, hit this wall. After it hit this wall, it rejected, it broke underneath this. So now we're going to see if again which way it's going to go. Because it hit this first wall, rejected, broke underneath this first wall, currently it's rejecting it, but we're going to see if it can stay underneath here or not. So that's what we're going to be waiting on right now. I'm not going to be entering anything off this candlestick, I don't think, because a lot of things were pushing, but of course this London session just start, everything's retracing back. So, and plus it's Monday, so usually Mondays are the slower days. Things aren't going to really pick up until New York, but we're going to see if we can catch either some plays going into New York or some scalp setups going on during London session. So that's what we're going to be waiting on and just watching for now. Yeah, so that's what we're waiting on. We're just going to watch and see. It is currently underneath it. So let's go ahead and go through the other list of things right now. Euro New Zealand, we're going to leave that alone for now. They do a nice drop, so we're not going to mess with this until either comes back up to this level here or this daily level, or if it breaks back underneath here, and I'm going to look for another sell. We've been calling sells, meaning we missed the sell opportunity on last Friday, but we've been calling sells on the New Zealand pairs all last week. And really GBP New Zealand, we've been calling that since last month. And looking at the daily time frame, this is exactly why. As you can see, it's just been making clear lows. You just see it's been making clear lows, clear drops. And currently it's at this level. Last time it hit this level, it rejected, retested this daily to make a new lower high. Then it dropped. So now we're going to see if it can break this level. It might do a retest here, then drop. Maybe it's going to balance up and drop. But we are going to still mainly look for a sell for now. Only way we're going to look for a buy is if price breaks past this daily level up here and tries to push back up. But for now, we're still going to be looking for sales. So we're either going to wait for it to break underneath this daily level around 64.30, or we're going to wait for it to come back to this 4-hour level and possibly look for sell setup there. Euro AUD, same thing. I might be looking for a sell setup here. It's kind of stuck at this level of traffic. and it hit this daily level, broke it that one day. Ever since then, as you can see, a huge rejection wick, and ever since then, ever since it touched the daily level, it's just been dropping. Now it's at this wall of price in the middle of the zone, and we see it's retesting it. So we're going to see if it's going to continue to drop, maybe to the daily level or to the next 4-hour level right here. So that's what we're waiting on and watching to see what price is going to do. We can see on the 4 hours, it's been making a nice little drop. It's currently at this wall right here, retesting it. So we're just going to patiently watch and patiently wait and see what price is trying to do. Because I can see for the past few hours, it's been stuck at this level of price. So we're just going to be watching to see which way it's going to try to go. I'm going to do that. Let's go back to Euro JPY. Yeah, so it's retesting. So we're going to see if it can stay underneath this level or if it's going to break back up. But we still got about 3 minutes to the next 5-minute candlestick. So we're just going to go down this list and just see what else we can possibly be looking at. Let's look at gold real quick. So GBPJPY, I call this play on Friday. Trade is still technically still valid. Hasn't hit SL yet. We hit a few TPs, then retraced during the news. Might try to fill this gap. I already kind of filled that gap, and it is pushing back up. So we could possibly look for a buy setup. But only thing about that is, if you look at the daily time frame, things are looking kind of bearish, especially like for US30, NAS, and SPX. Ever since it hit this 4-hour level, it's reattempted, and ever since then, it hasn't really made any new highs. It's actually broke this level, retested multiple times, and it's dropping. So things are looking like the downtrend could potentially begin. Same thing with US30 almost. Did the same thing. Ever since it hit that level, retested again, went after this. And after that retest, did a nice drop, hit this daily level, and it is pushing up currently. So we could possibly see price retest this level here, probably come to 14,430, 14,420 maybe, or we're going to see price reject down and the downtrend begin. So that's what we're looking at. But currently, the daily candlestick has a nice rejection wick off the daily level and is pushing up, and is at a strong wall of price right here. So depending on what these next couple of candlesticks look like, we could maybe look for some buy setups on that. Same thing with EUSDX. Hit the daily level here. Is at this nice wall. So if we can break and stay above that wall, we could possibly see price come to this wall right here. Minimum. Well, there's this wall I would have to knock out first. But yeah, so we're going to see what price is going to try to do. But the trio here, US30, SPX, and NAS, I think I'm going to leave alone for now. SPX is at a decent entry for possibly a buy as well. But the other indices, NAS and NAS and the US30, I'm just going to leave alone for now until it comes to those levels. This was a little too high for entry too, but it is on a strong wall. So we're just going to see how it reacts. But indice wise, I'm just going to be looking at EUSDX and GBPJPY for now, because these are the closest ones to their levels. So we're going to see how this candlestick closes. We got a new 5-minute about to start in about 5 seconds. So we're going to see how that affects it and then go from there. Gold and silver. Now I went over this with the members last night. It's on the 4-hour level, and you see the rejection wick on the daily. So we could possibly see, depending on what it does, this candlestick and the next candlestick, we could possibly see it either come back to this wall here around 1795, or it could come back to this daily level. But I'm either going to enter a buy here to come to this daily level, or I might enter a sell if it breaks past this 4-hour level to the daily zone right here. So that's what I'm waiting at. That's what I'm waiting on and watching for now, looking at gold. You see how it hit this 4-hour level, chilled here for about 4 hours, and then broke above. Now it's retesting. It's on this wall right here as well. So we're going to see how it reacts to this wall here. We're either going to possibly look for a buy, set up from that wall. But really, it already broke this wall. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, so we're going to see, you can see right here, well, I can see. Let me zoom in so y'all can see. Let me make sure I can see good. Y'all can kind of see that. Let me just zoom in for you. Yeah, y'all can see that. Cool. So you can see currently right here. Let me just bold it for y'all, make it a little easier. We can see a nice rejection. Price tap this level, and it's possibly going to continue to try to push up. So if it can do that, then we're going to possibly enter a buy to the next wall, catch possibly a few hundred pips, short-term wise. So now I'm trying to figure out what wall I want to mark off underneath this level. Could do this wall right here. I'm gonna do this wall. Yeah, so we're just gonna wait, patiently waiting for these setups. Let me see. And this thing just started taking off. I was looking at this as well. So we possibly could jump in this as well. It's not really at a good entry, but it's showing it's very bullish. So we could potentially jump in on this. Give me 1 second. Let me see something. Yeah, so we're gonna see how this candlestick ends. We got about 3 minutes until the next 15, but we could possibly jump in on this. Because price on the daily is very bullish. So we're gonna see if it can continue. So we go on the daily time frame. We can clearly see like price has just been shooting up. We see a few rejection wicks. We see that I retested this wall on the daily level. It's hitting these levels of traffic, which is why it's been struggling to see these wicks. But it can potentially break those levels of traffic if it keeps going. So we're going to be looking at that as well. Let's go back to EJ. So EJ broke back up. Let's look at gold. Still chilling. Still chilling. Cool. As the price is pushing up, I would have went for a buy right here, but it already was too far. I don't really like to chase trades, so I'm just going to wait for the next best setup, which will be a sell either at this golden level here or the daily. Euro AUD. We're going to let that do its thing. The euro's pumping right now. Let's see what else. We could possibly look for a buy on Euro CHF again. It finally came back to the daily level. But let's just go on the daily time frame real quick before we jump in on anything. So with this is a little bit different. Did a nice pump. This is on the daily level. It was kind of stuck at this low for a few days. It rejected. We can see the rejection wick. Then we see price, another rejection wick pushing up. It's currently at this wall right here. As you can see, rejected. When it hit this level, but it's currently trying to push back up. So we're going to see if it can pump up, and if it can, because we can clearly see there's a strong wall of price. Also see how when price at this level shot up. You see multiple times when price at this level it's bounced up. Also, you can see how it's a resistance level. So we're going to see what side of the coin it wants to be on, either support or resistance. So a new 15 did just start, and as of now, it looks like it is trying to pump up. Same thing with Euro JPY, and same thing with Euro CAD, I believe. Yes, we might be jumping into some things in a second. But let's look at gold and the indices real quick. So gold, it did just start with another green. But we see JUR and USDX is red. So yeah, we're going to leave those alone for now. We're probably not going to mess with those still closer to New York anyways. All right, but these pairs are pushing up. All right, so let's look at the other pairs. GJ is kind of too far, but this is showing bullish as well, which is probably why EJ is pushing up. So we're going to see if the other JPY pairs are following suit or at good entries. Because we see this is a nice rejection wick, and then the retest, the rejected up. So price is looking like it's trying to head to this daily level. But for entry, it is a little too far for one. I mean, it's like 20 pips away. So we could possibly go for it. It's on top of this wall right here. We'll see. Let's keep looking though. GP New Zealand, gonna leave that alone for now. GPAUD. So I like how GP CAD's looking too. I need to mark off another level. We'll just mark that off for now. Yeah, that's good. So just like EuroCAD, you can see it's very bullish. It's rejecting, it's pushing up on top of this level here. So we could possibly look for a buy. Let's take a deeper look at it. There's a slight level of traffic, but it is on top of this wall, which is a good sign. I do like how it's looking right there. Yes, I'm going to write some signals up because there are a few things that I like how they're looking. This will be a nice 1 to 3 risk to reward. Yeah, things are dropping. Yeah, things are dropping. And like I was saying on the daily time frame, that's why it's important to look at the daily time frame. So like I said, it was looking like a potential short-term buy setup, but on the bigger time frames, they are showing signs of it being bearish. So we're gonna let that do its thing. And also there's this gap I might try to fill up. So we're gonna keep letting these do their thing for now. And then we'll go from there. Just want to keep an eye on these. See what EJ's up to. EJ's back at this wall. So we're going to see how it reacts to that wall. If it breaks above that wall and stays above it, we're going to go for a buy. There are some levels of traffic. It's struggling to break, but after hit this daily level, as you can see, nice push up. And then also there's a strong wall here. You can see by all these wicks. Let me mark that off for you so you see what I'm talking about. There's a strong wall here. You see all these rejection wicks pushing up. Then we saw this nice drop here, then a huge rejection with pushing price up. And then looking at GJ, EJ and GJ like to move similar. All JPY pairs like to move similar, but Euro JPY and GBPJPY are like a duo, and then like AUD and New Zealand JPY. Sometimes they're like the duo as well. But we could possibly see price break above that level. So we're just going to patiently wait and see what it's trying to do. But let's zoom back in. As you can see, it hit that orange line and it's already reacting, rejecting it. But we're just 4 minutes in. We got a new 5 minute about to start in about 10 seconds. Yes, we might be looking for a repeat of that buy setup. Strong wall here. If we can stay on top of this level, yeah, we can definitely catch some pips because there is a wall here, but if we can break that wall, we can definitely catch some pips. Yeah, so we're going to be patiently waiting. It is showing some good signs. Probably do a repeat. Doesn't need to be that low, I guess. Probably put it a little tighter. Like right there, it's good. The price is pushing above it. We're going to wait, so we're not going to jump on this yet. New 5 minute did just start, but we're not going to jump on it just yet. Yeah, this is dropping. Yeah, so we're going to see what we're going to do with those. But we're going to focus on some currency pairs. Yeah, EJ looks like it might try to break that level. So we're going to see if it can break that level before the next 15. We might go for this. we might go for this. So we're going to see stop loss. Put it like right here. Put it right there. Yeah, but the euro pairs are just pumping right now. So we're going to see how these candlesticks close. But things are looking nice euro-wise. The euro pairs are pumping. GN almost at that level. I'm still waiting for it to either hit this orange level or the daily, preferably the daily before I enter that. Because again, just like Euro New Zealand, this is bearish overall. We had a huge level of traffic that got formed last month. We were just catching sales while it was bouncing, but finally broke underneath that. So we're waiting for the retest on this daily level to see if it can come down and finish the daily move here. So that's what we're looking for over there. So we're going to let it retrace a little bit more before we want to enter that. And then we'll go from there. GBP CAD. We're going to wait on this still. It's retesting this level. We're going to wait before we jump in on that. The euro pairs are pumping, so we might be jumping in those soon. So I'm going to write some signals up for that. But I like how GBP CAD is looking as well. Yeah, the euro pairs are pumping up. Yeah, I like that. I want to wait at least for the next 5. I don't want to jump into it too soon, but I do like how it's looking. So we might be jumping in these soon. So I'm about to write these up in a second. I just want to go over a few other charts before we jump in on these. Yeah, I like how that's looking. Yeah, so I like how GC is looking. I like how Euro CHF is looking. Euro JPY. Let's see what else we're looking at. Leave that alone. Zealand JPY, we're gonna leave that alone. Gonna leave that alone. Gonna leave that alone. We could see a possible sell setup here because the indices are bearish, so we could possibly see a sell setup here. We're going to see how it reacts to this wall. If it can break, oh, there's a wall right here too. We're going to see how it reacts to this wall right here. We're going to see how it reacts to this wall right here. So if we can break and stay underneath that wall, we'll go for a sell. AJ, I'll leave that alone for now. I got to redo AN. I got to redo those markups. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. USD CHF, again, this is looking bearish, but the CHF pairs are pushing up, which makes sense why it's doing that. Yeah, so everything else, I don't like what it's looking like. So we're just going to pay attention to these pairs right here. So we're just going to pay attention to the Euro pairs and the GBP pairs. All right, so I'm going to write some of these up because I do like how these are looking right here. So first, let me go ahead and post a disclaimer before we start. But it is Monday, so keep in mind, of course, the disclaimer goes over all this stuff. So this is your first time on the channel. Make sure to click that first link in the description, join the free Telegram. But again, just keep in mind it is Monday. So one, there's a few things that can happen. One, after it hits a wall, it could reverse on us, which is the TPs. And two, going into New York around 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6:30 a.m. EST, my time, Eastern Standard Time. Price can reverse as well. So do keep that in mind because it is Monday. Volume's not going to really pump up crazy until around New York session. So do keep that in mind. But I do like how these are looking. I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Yeah, I like how these are looking. That's a nice pump up. So where it's currently at, let's do this. So I'm about to write some of these up right now. 144.21 minus 143.50. So it's about 70 pips stop loss. So this is what we're about to do. Yeah, I like how these are looking right here. So I'm about to do this. So we might wait since it's just 4 minutes. Well, it's not a might. We are going to wait to the next 15. But I do like how these are looking. So I am going to write these up. 98.20. We're going to round this down to 98.20. Yeah, 850, 98.20. And what else was I looking at? I think I was looking at GBPJPY. Yeah, I like how GBPJPY is looking. I like how that rejection has done a lot of retracements. Nice rejection wick. Yes, I like how this is looking. That's a nice rejection wick on the 4 hour off this wall right here. It's retesting this wall. Yeah, I like how this is looking right here. So we're going to see see how many pips this stop loss is. 6, 7, 15 minus. This stop loss I'm looking at 66.50. Let's go ahead and round that down. So we're going to wait for the next 15 to see what these candlesticks look like. Then we're going to go from there. 650. So let's go back to the indices and see what they're looking like. All right, so hit that wall. Again, you see this wall. This wall we haven't marked off. You see how it's rejecting. It's really right on top of it. USDX at that daily level, doing the same thing. See what these indices are up to. Yeah, so let's go to gold. See what gold's up to. The gold's dropping. Yeah, so we're gonna let those drop. We're gonna let those do its thing. So we see this rejecting, not a coincidence, but I want to see if it can close above this level. If it can close above this level, the next candlestick showing wants to keep pushing up, we might enter because we see it hit this wall right here. Literally see it hit this wall right here, and that's why it's rejecting. We see this happen all the time on stream, which is why I always say just patiently wait to the next 15-minute candlestick because it's important. It's important to note where price goes, but it's more important where price closes. It's more important where price closes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I literally only like how these are looking. USD is looking promising as well. It's on a strong support resistance we can see. So it could see a possible retest to this level, but overall it is looking bearish. So I do want to most likely wait for the next sell setup. So we might just wait for that. Let's see here. Yeah, oil took off though. We could have entered oil. I was thinking I just don't like to enter during this time. I usually try to enter oil during New York, but it was at this wall right here. Let me mark it off so you see what I'm talking about. It was at this wall right here, so I was looking for a possible sell because as we can clearly see, it's been making nice draws. We've been calling sells for the last few weeks. This would have been a nice sell setup here off this wall. Side to leave it alone though, but if we did enter that, we would have been up like 100 pips right now. But it is all good. We're about to see if we can jump some trades right now. Gold's looking interesting though. But I'm gonna leave gold alone for now. Our new 15 did just start and it is pumping up. Yeah, so we're about to enter this. So I'm entering EJ. I'm entering. I enter USCHF, and yeah, I'm in GBPCAD. So I'm about to post these into the channels. with the TPs, and we're going to go from there. But I'm only in 3 trades right now. That's it. Again, SL for this, I'm looking at 143.50. So we're about to do this. So it could retest this level, but the fact that it closed and broke this wall is a good sign that it can potentially keep doing so. That's why we're about to enter this right here. Again, it might not hit every TP, but we can catch some pips on here. So give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm about to type these up right now. Like I said, for this one, stop loss I'm looking at is 143.50. So we're about to go and hit this. Yeah, I like how this is looking. So we're going to see if we can break these levels of traffic. That's what we're about to see. This one I'm looking at 98.20. And let's see if we can hit some TPs going into London session. So I'm about to type the TPs in a second, but I did post both the Euro trades in the free Telegram. GP CAD is going to be a members only trade. And we're just going to let this do its thing. And then this one, SL, I'm looking at 66.50. That's what we're looking at right there. And this is already pumping up. So GBPJPY is doing this thing right now. It's right back at this wall right here. So this is going to be the main test. If it can break that, it's already technically about to hit TP1. But I'm about to type the TPs up. So I'm about to be quiet for a second because I'm typing TPs up. And then we're about to go on some other charts to see what else is going on. Let's see here. 30, 35, 5. Yeah, so we're going to see if we can hit these highs minimum at least. And then we're going to go from there. That's what we're about to do. All right, so I'm about to type the TPs up for the Euro pairs. But we did hit TP1 for Euro JPY though. So TP1 got hit for Euro JPY, GPC CAD, TP1 got hit. We're gonna look at Euro CHF in a second. The TP1 did just get hit. Let me see here. Yeah, cool. 30. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. After that, that's 45, 50. $55. Cool. I'm gonna do 144. 60. Okay, but TP1 did get hit. TP2, I just typed in the chat, but we're about to mark it off right here. Then we're gonna go on some other charts. But I'm not trying to jump into too many things right now anyways. I'm gonna probably try to jump into some more things going into New York session, but we are going to scan the other charts and see what else is going down. Let's see. So this is retesting. So we're about to type the TPs up for this. First TP is going to be, we'll leave that there for now. Actually, we're probably going to do the similar TPs as of this. What day did we do this? We did this on the 7th. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm just typing some stuff up. Then I'm about to go on some other charts. Then let these trades do their thing. All right, bet. All right, so I'm gonna let these do their thing. So the first TP for this is going to be 98.60. So let's see that. Yeah, so EJ is floating at TP1 right now. Let's see what GBPCAD is up to. GBPCAD just hit TP2. All right, so next TP for GBPCAD is going to be 6735. And this is pumping. So we might hit it right now too. We got close. And I wouldn't be surprised if Eurocast pumping. We could have entered this. Yeah, we could have entered this, but I just have certain rules. Sometimes it bites me in the butt, but I rather, again, the goal isn't to enter every trade. The goal is for the trades you do enter to be high quality trades with the best risk to reward and the best setup. But we could enter this and we could have been up another like 30 pips, just like oil. But it's better to just stick to your rules. Sometimes you'll see, go your way regardless. But again, it's not about, it's impossible that it wasn't going to go your way. It's about the percentages. What's most likely going to happen and what has a higher percentage or likelihood of happening. We see GJ pumping up as well. We could have entered this, but again, the risk to reward wouldn't have been great. Yeah, we might have been able to catch some pips, but the risk to reward wouldn't have been well what I ideally wanted. So that's why we just left that alone. Your AD is still chilling there. All right, so now we're going to go look at some other pairs. But a nice start. GBP Cash is looking good though. USD's the only one we're kind of in drawdown with still. But the other two pairs, y'all should be blue. Especially GBP Cash, y'all should be up with nice 10 pips on that. So it looks like the indices just did a nice pump back up, which is interesting. Let me see if yeah, this is doing the same thing. So this just did another pump up. It just retested that daily level. This 15, it pumped back up. So again, we're gonna wait and see if it can close above here. And if it can close above here, then we might go for a buy. Because you literally see, we saw it last time it touched this, we saw it rejected, you saw how it closed it. The next 15 literally started where it rejected at, and then it pumped up. Literally, that thing pumped up almost 1,000 pips. That thing pumped up 800 pips, which is insane. So we might be entering these the next candlestick. We got about 3 minutes to the next 15, so we're going to see what that looks like, and then we're going to go from there. So I wonder if gold did the same thing. Yeah, gold's pumping up as well. I kind of don't like the gold entry, ain't gonna lie. I mean, we could have entered. My wall's too low. I just peeped that. That was a mistake on my part. We could have entered right there. Okay, bet. So scratch that. I do like how gold's looking. So we might go for a buy off this as well. We'll see though. Now to figure out where I want to put my stop loss. I'll probably put my stop loss like right here. 83.50. Cool. And then this one, the risk reward ain't too hot on this, but it is. Let me zoom in because even I can't see that shit. There we go. Could put the wall right. Whoops. Can put the wall right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait on the next 15, and then we're going to possibly enter some indices and possibly gold and silver. Could put my stop loss right here, but I want to give it some wiggle room to do its thing. So I'm just going to put it at this wall right here. But I do like how that's looking. Do like how these are looking. So we might be jumping into these in a second. And technically it's on top of this wall right here. Yeah, my walls were too high. I just peeped that. It's still fine though. We're still not going to enter this till the next candlestick anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we're going to wait and see what this next 15 is going to be looking like. Let's go back to Euro JPY. Euro JPY is a few pips away from hitting TP2. It looks like it's about to go for it. I'd like to see it hit it before the next candlestick. So let's see if it will hit it, because it looks like it's about to try. So I would like to see it hit it before the next candlestick. Let me notify other TP1 did get hit. I'm tripping. Looks like it's not going to hit it before the next candlestick, which is fine. Then you literally see it's like struggling to break through that. But we're going to see if it can. And then just looking to the left, you can see why it's a clear wall right here. So we're going to see if it can break through that though. Let's see, EC's up to. EC is doing a retest. So we're going to let that do its thing for now. Gold turned red on this. USDX is turning red, retesting that. Yeah, it's a strong wall right here. That's probably why I had it right here. Yeah, we're going to put it right here actually, because this is a strong wall. I want to see it break through that wall. So we're going to leave it like that. We're not going to jump into these yet. Okay. Gold just turned green on us. So we might be, I like how gold's looking. Might jump into gold. Now we'll keep going like this going into New York. That's another question. But short term, I can see it potentially pushing up. Because on a strong wall, I already broke that. It's doing a nice retest. GBCAD's about to go for round 2. We're like 2 pips away from hitting TP. I think this is TP2. I don't even know what TP this is. But we're about to hit it. Let me see. This is going to be TP3. So we're about to hit TP3. We're literally like half a pip away. All right, TP3 just got hit. So GPCAD's doing this thing. For now, we're going to see how it's going to react to this wall, but it is pumping up. Next TP is 45. So we're going to see if we can hit that. Let's go back to Euro CHF. That's struggling for now, but we're just going to let that run and do its thing. We just hit the next TP for Euro JPY. So the only one that's in drawdown is Euro CHF, but the other two were deep in profit. $35. And again, price is always going to give you hints. I look to the left and see what's going on. You see this is wall. That's why price was struggling to break through that. We can also see why Euro CHF is struggling. But we're still going to let this run and do its thing. Now, out of curiosity, let me see what USD CHF. Okay, USD CHF is looking like we're about to jump into a sell. And that's probably why Euro CHF is turning red. But USD CHF is bearish. And like I was just saying, I wanted to wait for it to show that it's ready to make the next low. It looks like it's trying to show me that. So we're going to wait for the next, what'd you call it, 15. We're going to put this clearly above this wall right here. We're just going to put this above this wall. We're not going to do nothing too crazy. But I do like how this is looking right here. We're going to do, let me say 93.80. Yeah, we can say 93.80. So I do like how that's looking right there. And it looks like gold is pumping up again. So there are a few opportunities that I do see. Yeah, I like how these are looking. Be lying if I said I didn't. Yeah, so gold and silver it's looking like they're trying to pump up. So we might enter gold, silver, and then sell on USD CHF, and then that's literally that might be it until possibly New York. But that's still plenty of trades to jump in. But I do like how this stuff's looking. So 93.80. So this is about a 50 pip stop loss for USD CHF. GBCAD's going crazy though. I just looked at my phone. Yeah, I think we just hit TP4. So make sure that like button, y'all. So far we're 2 for 1. And again, like I said in the disclaimer, members you already know there's in the group chat. I have that video for y'all how to calculate your lot size. But if you're calculating your lot size and risking literally the same percentage every trade, y'all should be up and nice and blue on your screens right now. Give me 1 second. Can't even find, there it is. So let me see if we hit it. I think we hit it. No, we barely missed. I think we missed about like a pip. But that thing is pushing nicely. So let me see what the other GP pairs are up to. Out of curiosity. Yeah, so GP's pumping right now. Again, we could enter that, but we already went over why we didn't enter that. Let me see what this is up to. Did a nice rejection with. That's too far for entry though. But this would be a nice buy setup right there as well. As you can see, it just refreshed and it's pushing up. Again, the reason why we didn't enter this is because it was a little too far from the ideal entry. And if it were to retraced, one, the risk to reward would have been lower, would have been more drawdown, it would have missed out on more pips. But this is another example of it was on top of this wall and prices continued to pump up. So that move started a little bit before London. We do have a few charts that be starting their moves before London. So that's no surprise there. GBPJPY. So CHF pairs look like they're trying to drop down right now, which is going to work out for our USD CHF play right here. Yeah, but I like how I'm about to write up these gold and silver. I might write up gold and silver because I do like how these are looking. I do like how these are looking. It is about to hit. It is at a wall currently, but if we can break that wall, we can catch some pips. The price looks like it is. Same thing with gold. It's stuck under this wall right here. You can see the green dotted line. And if you can't see it, let me just make it look more visible. You see this orange line. Let me bold it for y'all. It's literally, you can see a wall here. You see the support level. You see resistance. When price hit this level, it rejected. But it just broke through it. Yes, I like how this is looking. I'm not going to lie to y'all. So let me get rid of this. So we might be entering these two. I do like how this is looking. This will be a nice 1 or 2 risk to reward. Did a nice retest. Silver's at a better entry, but they are both doing the same thing. But I like silver setup better. I was about to write these up. I want to wait for the next 5, which is about to start, but it looks like the moves, they're kind of starting to move right now. So we might enter this before the next 15, just to be on the safer side. All right, we just hit another TP on Euro JPY. Yeah, so things looking good right now. What TP did we just hit? We just hit TP3. Yeah, so we're 2 for 1 right now, which isn't. Yeah, 2 for 1 right now, which isn't bad. So next TP is gonna be 144.40. We're about to see if we can hit that. CHF still doing this thing. Let's go to GBP CAD. Just hit TP4 on GBP CAD. Yeah, so this is doing nice. GBP CAD is going crazy right now. The other Canadian pairs are probably going crazy too. But this was the one that had the best entry personally, in my opinion, which is why we went for this one. Yes, we might be entering USDC. There's a lot of setups I like right here. I'll be lying if I said I didn't like them. So this is what we're about to do. New 5-minute digit start. So we're gonna wait for the next next 15-minute candlestick before we mess with this stuff. But I do like how this is looking. Say 2305. I want to do. Yeah, we're gonna do 2300. Yeah, so we see how it's reacting to that wall. Yeah, so we might be entering these right here. 17. No, I don't want it that low. So we'll just do 1783.50. Actually, we'll just do 1782. No, we'll do 83.50. We'll just do 83 actually. Nice rejection weight. Yeah, so this thing is showing that it's trying to go up. So it's just waiting for volume, but it's definitely respecting the daily levels. We can see it's respecting the daily level here, and we obviously see it's respecting the daily level there. But again, I want to wait for it to break this wall because this is a very strong wall right here. And we see that here as well, and we see that here. Like literally this orange line, you can literally see how strong this wall is, how price is treating as support or resistance level, which is why I want to patiently wait for price to break that. It looks like we just hit another TP on Euro JPY. TP4 just got hit. So make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. We're starting London session, starting the day off to a great start. We entered this trade at 333. That's when I posted this. And we're already up 20 pips this trade alone. That's not even including GBPCAD. About to go over GBPCAD in a second. Then GBPCAD, we entered GBPCAD around the same time. 334 is when I posted this one. And we are currently up 30 pips in less than an hour, like 30 minutes. So we caught about 50 pips in 30 minutes. Euro CHF's the only one playing around right now, but you do see it is trying. You do see it is trying. This is still reacting to that level. You see it rejecting that level there. Gold rejecting, which is again why you just want to patiently wait for the candlestick to close. Because if we would have entered right there, we'd already be in extra drawdown as it is. So we're just going to patiently wait, see what the next candlestick's looking like, and if it's going to try to, let's get rid of this because that's not important. And if it's going to try to break this wall, because it hit this wall right here. This is the highest price was last time before it did the retest. We see price hit this level, retested off this level, which was a resistance level at first, turned to support. Now we see price hit this level, treating as resistance. So we want to see if price can break that level, treat as support, and continue to pump up. That's what we're waiting on to see if price can do that. Euro JPY, you see when it hit that level, just like I talked about in the disclaimer, when a TP gets hit, it's either going to reject or break through. This is how we did last week. Last week we caught 349 pips on Monday, Tuesday 316 pips, Wednesday 211 pips, Thursday 70 pips, Friday 17,220 pips, total 18,166 pips. But again, y'all should have read this disclaimer. I post it every day, but for the new people, make sure to read this disclaimer. It's just a few sentences. Please don't skim these sentences because I have people. This isn't calling nobody out, but I do have people that will message me sometimes questioning some things, and a lot of those answers they are asking me is literally in this disclaimer that I post every day. Everything I post in any Telegram, the members Telegram and the free Telegram, I post for a reason. I'm never going to be just trying to, make small talk about the weather. Everything I post in here is important, filled with information, and to help y'all out. Okay. So we saw multiple times when TP got hit, we saw it reject a little bit, but eventually break through. But that doesn't mean it's always going to break through that TP. We have multiple trades that only a few TPs get hit. Good example of that was US30 on Friday. We only hit like TP4. Then that thing rejected, right? Sometimes we only hit one TP, the price rejects. So keep an eye on your charts. And that's why I notify y'all. I do my best to notify y'all as soon as the TP does get hit. That way you can pull out your phone, move SL, close, whatever the case may be. All right. So new 15 did just start. Let's see what gold is looking like. So it did turn red on us again. So I am going to keep an eye on it. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just going to range like this until it gets closer to New York session. Probably going to do a lot of fake outs, try to get a lot of orders, and then it's going to do a pump and try to ruin some people's day. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Just out of curiosity, dang, we could have entered this. I mean, this is still valid, but we could have been up 20 pips on this as well. Got sidetracked. This trade still is kind of valid. I'm going to stay out of it. That thing is tempting me. I'm not going to lie to y'all. This is a nice looking trade right here. Just not the best risk to reward. It's kind of like I don't really like the risk to reward, but I do see price, if it can break this wall right here, continuing to pump up. A lot of y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if price did do that. I just personally don't want to enter it because it's not the risk to reward I like to enter off of. I kind of like at least 1 to 2 minimums, but this is a high chance it could continue to pump up. I'm not going to lie to y'all, there is a high chance it can continue to pump up. See the hour did a huge break of structure right here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it hits this daily level. It's tempting. It's tempting. Ain't gonna lie, it's tempting. Ain't gonna lie. But I'm gonna keep an eye on these. Actually, the way gold and silver is looking, these are tempting me to enter. They are tempting me to enter. And you saw it turn red, but you also see that it's trying to turn back green on us. USDX is doing the same thing. So I might keep an eye on these. I might wait a little bit, but don't be surprised if I do call some trades out for this. Silver looks like it's doing better than gold, bullish wise. But for the most part, silver likes to follow gold. But again, they are different values. And sometimes silver will go off the rails and do its own thing. That is a fact. But 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, if gold's pumping up, silver's going to follow. If gold's dumping, silver's going to follow. And we can kind of see that. But this is pushing up right now. Silver is looking nice. But you can just look at the candlestick formation right here. And then we look at gold. You can see the similarities. But of course, you can also see some differences. But silver looks like it's trying to pump up. But gold is looking like it's trying to do the same thing. So I'm going to keep an eye on these. But we are currently in 3 trades, only in drawdown on 1. This is trying to make a comeback for us, though. This is looking like a sell, so we might enter this and might just chill on that. But I do want to enter gold because, granted, this quarter has slowed down, which is why I've been staying away from the indices and gold for the most part, because they've just been out of whack, or they'll do their moves during the time I don't trade. And personally, I don't want to be on the charts 24/7. I used to do that. It's not fun. I mean, it was cool and all, but you know, you want to have a life, right? So 2 sessions, trading during 2 sessions is good enough. Or looking for setups in 2 sessions is good enough for me personally. GBCAD, another TP just got hit. Yeah, so GBCAD's just feeding us right now. TB5 did just get hit, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. Got some videos dropping this week as well. I did just drop a video on Saturday. I'm going to link that before I dip out. But make sure to watch that. It's not a trade breakdown. It's a little bit different. Some trading tips. It's 5 things that I started to do that drastically improved my trading and made me become more profitable consistently. And then I might have a video of 5 things I stopped doing that helped, that drastically improved my trading and helped me become more consistent and profitable. So make sure to check that video out. Of course, like all my videos, they're not long. I'm not dragging things out. They're straight to the point and simple. I'm about to link that in a second. I just want to see what's going down real quick. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm going to drop that link and then we're going to be out. I'll probably drop it in the Telegram later today as well. But I do suggest everybody watching this, everybody on the stream to watch this because, again, it's going to help y'all out. It's going to help y'all out. Boom. All right, y'all. Make sure that like button. Make sure to subscribe because we do live stream and live trade every morning during London session. All right, and if you hit the stream, if you can't get into the streams, of course, make sure to hit that first link, join the free Telegram, because I do post the trades in there that I do enter. Of course, you're not going to get all the trades. Some are free, others are strictly members only. Now, if you're interested in why I got all these lines, or you're curious why I got all these lines, what I'm trading, what's my strategies, stuff like that, I do one-on-one mentorships, but I also have the advanced play signal room. That's where the members are. You get all the trades. You also get weekly Zoom calls, New York session price watch list. Before New York session starts, I drop a video going over the trades we're currently in and potential setups going into New York session, as well as y'all will learn my strategy as well. But if you want a one-on-one mentorship or one-on-one session, I do that as well. Everything is on sale until the end of the month. I do have the end of year sale because it is the end of the year. The new year is starting. Why wait till New Year's to start your New Year's resolution or to, try to achieve your goals? You should start that whenever you know what you're trying to do, honestly. But give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, so your GBPJPY is going crazy. GBCAD is going crazy. We're about to hit another TP. About to hit the middle of the zone. Nice pump right there. Yeah, so we might enter USD soon. I like how that's looking. Gold and silver are tempting, but as of now, we're just going to leave those alone. And if they do their move later on, it is what it is. I'm not going to trip about that because, again, the goal isn't to jump into every trade. The goal is the trades you do jump into to one go your way. The goal is not to jump into every opportunity. That's not the goal here. And we're in 3 trades. 3 trades is plenty. Might be 4 off USD Give me 1 second. All right, so here's a quick preview of the advanced play center room. So here's one of the prices. I go news, I go over the trades we're in, I go over potential setups. I do New York session zooms as well. You get all the trades. I don't post the free trades in here, but you be on both channels. These are exclusive trades, things like that. So if you're interested in that, links in the description. I'm going to be on these charts still, of course. Don't be surprised by enter USD gold and silver. It goes pumping back up. Yeah, so this stuff's trying. You know what? This is tempting. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna wait for the next 5 minutes. Yeah, this thing's tempting. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Not gonna lie to y'all. Not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna wait for the next 5 minutes. Again, look to the left. This is the highest price went before it did a harsh rejection. And also, this is the highest price went before harsh rejection. And you see prices struggling. So do not let your screen turn red. And do not be shocked if we see a red candlestick pop up the next 15-minute candlestick. Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green candlesticks. Price isn't going to continue to pump up. Price is going to continue to drop down. There's going to be retracements. So do not be surprised with the next 15-minute candlestick. You see a retracement. Of course, after retracement, it could continue to potentially push back up, but that's not a guarantee. So if you don't know how to read candlesticks, I do have a video explaining how to read candlesticks. I might link that as well, or just go on my channel, you'll find it. But again, we don't want to gamble here. We're not guessing. We're not assuming. Ooh, yeah, that's about to hit the next TP. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm waiting for the next 15. We might enter gold. We might enter gold, silver, and USD CHF, and I think that might be it. I might leave that at that. I do like how those are looking, though. I might leave it at that. But again, like I said, we could have entered this as well. Correlating pairs, we see GB CAD is doing the same thing as Euro CAD. But we also see Euro JPY is pumping up just like how GBPJPY could have entered this. But again, you got to have rules and you got to stick to them. Sometimes you get lucky if you break your rules, but if you break your rules and what happens, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be beating yourself up. So it's better to just have that discipline and just stick to your rules and your what you call it, your plan. Yeah, I think pumped up. Yeah, so we could enter that as well. But we weren't, but I wasn't looking at that, so we missed that entry on there. But it is all good. Yeah, this stuff's tempting me. We might enter this. Yeah, I'm about to write these up. We might enter these right here. Ain't gonna lie to y'all. All right. See y'all tomorrow's live stream.